Hi, this is Maverick. Thanks for watching Millennials Business News. This is our inaugural edition of our Friday recap for what's happened this last week. You told us you wanted business stories on the companies that were more important to you, and that's what we're going to bring you on alternative TV. That's right, alternative TV. I use that term to refer to channels like this one because we are truly an alternative to conventional and traditional cable television. Other terms you've heard used like TV 2.0, connected televisions, etc. In my opinion, those terms just don't really do justice to what we're seeing, the ongoing disruption of the traditional television business model. So here we go. This past Wednesday, March 9th, marked the 7th anniversary of the current bull market. It's the third longest bull market in U.S. history. But there are signals on the horizon of the dreaded R word for recession, so we'll be keeping a close watch on that. The travel and leisure stocks continue to outperform retail stocks as experiences that create long-lasting memories trump acquiring material stuff. It's what British professor Andrew Oswald refers to as the economics of happiness. Jeff Bezos is in the news. He recently announced his space company Blue Origin is going to build a manufacturing plant and a launch site at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, Florida. They'll begin test flights of its suborbital vehicle, referred to as New Shepard, in 2017 and start taking paying customers in 2018. Kudos to Jeff Bezos, by the way, who's been obsessed with space travel since he was a little kid, even more so than online retailing. Kudos to Jeff Bezos, Mr. Elon Musk, with his SpaceX, and also Richard Branson and Virgin Atlantic. These three gentlemen are truly space pioneers. They're entrepreneurs who've made it big, and they're giving back to mankind, putting their money where their vision is, where their dream is. And we salute their efforts and wish them all the success in the world in their space ventures. Facebook is in talks with the National Football League to stream its Thursday night football games. Facebook's also winning the download war of smartphone apps. Now there's 1 million smartphone apps out there on the market. But 84% of the time, people are only using their 5 most favorite apps. And since Mark Zuckerberg decided to split out the Messenger app from the Facebook app is now number 1, and the Messenger app is now number 2 by percentage of reach. Google's artificial intelligence system, referred to as DeepMind, recently beat the South Korean champion Lee Sedol at the board game called Go in a televised match. This really surprised experts who thought that this type of event to show the superiority of artificial intelligence was about 5 to 10 years away. Google's artificial intelligence software is called AlphaGo, and it uses a neural network to learn as it goes. Google's already used AlphaGo in many of its current products, and this clearly establishes Google as a leader in artificial intelligence technology. Google also launched its new feature called Destinations on Google. It's a travel agent, in effect. You put in your destination and it gives you all the options. Disney CEO Bob Iger is talking about selling ESPN directly to consumers a la carte to improve the digital experience, but price is the real sticking point. ESPN is a great product, but it's been a real victim of recent cable TV cord cutting and also cord nevers who are just not going to buy a TV cable box. Disney also announced it's adding 2 more cruise ships to its 4-ship fleet. Last month, Disney dominated the cruise ship awards with wins in 11 different categories. GoPro stock has taken a real beating this last year for no apparent reason, but with increasing competition from smartphones and drones, GoPro is going to be under a lot of pressure to develop some exciting new products. They just recently announced 2 acquisitions to address the video editing criticism it's taken for the inability to share videos online across social media platforms. Tesla just had a leak by a software hacker of their next big upgrade to the Model S. Tesla, the upgrade is a 100 kilowatt hour battery that will extend the range of the Model S to over 300 miles, maybe even improve its performance. The software hacker was commended by Elon Musk for his actions. Elon Musk recently tweeted, "Good hacking is a gift." That's a real cool response from Mr. Musk. Speaking of Mr. Musk, his 5-mile prototype of the Hyperloop system is going to be built sometime this year between San Francisco and Los Angeles. You may be familiar with Hyperloop. It's Mr. Musk's vision of the elevated vacuum tube system that will transport customers in pods and this vacuum tube up to 760 miles per hour. More bad news for Chipotle Mexican restaurants. Just when customers seem to forgive and forget the E. coli outbreaks late last year, this past week a Boston area Chipotle restaurant temporarily closed after several employees were suspected of having the norovirus. Yikes. Netflix continues to fend off Amazon, Prime, Hulu, and others in the lucrative movie market for video streaming. A recent report in Variety.com stated that TV viewing has declined 3% this last year, and Netflix is responsible for about half of that. Netflix is projected to capture 14% of TV viewing by the year 2020. Apple's new iPhone 7 phone is expected to be available in stores in September of this year. The features that are rumored to be on this new phone are that it's going to be thinner due to the wireless headphones, a ceramic finish, and 2 cameras on the back. And Li-Fi, that's light fidelity versus Wi-Fi wireless fidelity. Li-Fi is a newer technology that uses light waves and LED lamps instead of the radio frequency waves used by Wi-Fi. Now there are 17 technology firms, including Google, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Amazon, and others that are supporting Apple versus the FBI in Apple's legal battle on whether or not to unlock the iPhone of the San Bernardino shooter. This case is probably headed to the Supreme Court for a decision on personal privacy versus public safety and security. Thank you for watching the new Friday edition with highlights on Millennials Business News. Have a great weekend, and may God bless.